Alright, so let's try this again because the last recording was bad and I know my voice is all weird, but between the voice meter, which is supposed to enhance and fix the voice, which I have that screwed up, and my microphone being a half potato that's baked, that's really bad. That's all I can really say. Anyways, I'm gonna answer some of the questions we've been getting lately, and since we just launched the game, sorry about that. I'll go through some questions we've been getting and some answers near the end, but for now I'm just going to go through what the radio Game Pass does, how it works, the bus, and other things that I see as I go along, because I don't have any script for this. I'm just going off the top of my head. So when you get into the game, you have this giant message, which please do read, because 98% of people do not read. I've done lots of tests and studies on this, and people for some reason don't read. So yeah, just please read that. Anyways, now you go to the options and you're here. The transmission you can set to automatic or semi-manual, which we can't really add a clutch because there is no room for it. Literally we have actually I'm going to show you that after. Anyways, we just don't have any room for that. The units is like how fast it's going, so you can use imperial, metric, Roblox. Roblox just means studs per second. Nothing fancy, nothing new. Cinematic mode active. You can turn that on, disable it. What that does is pretty much hides the UI when you're in a game, which I guess can be useful for video recording. I don't know, we made a feature, because why not? Mute radios just mutes everyone's audios that they're playing. Not the cars, but just the audios. So if they're playing any I don't want to say what everyone else usually says, but I'll just call it ear bleeding music. Just turn that on, you won't hear them, and they'll be taken care of. Although the range is really small anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. If it does start getting out of control, I'll try adding some filters for it. Let me turn up the audio a little bit more. Control mapping. This I really do need to cover because everyone keeps asking me what are the controls and it's driving me crazy. So yeah, all of our controls are here. Abilities 1, 2 does not work. We do not have any abilities set up right now. Grappling hook does not work. Parachute does not work. EDR does not work. That will come later. I'll get more into that later on in the video, but for now just please stop asking me that because I literally have 380 DMs about that, and I kind of get tired of answering them, the same exact questions. And then there's your toggle stuff. But anyways, back to this on a serious note. If you do want to change any keybinds, you just click on it, and you just push a button, and it'll change it. Which, once you're done, you can hit save. So let's say I set that to that. Okay, so then I'd hit save. This will save all my keybinds, and yeah. Anyways, if let's say you didn't want to do that, or you made a mistake and you didn't know how to fix it or what the original one was, just hit set to defaults and it'll automatically restore it for you, and then just hit save. Later on, this will support controllers and tablets and phones, although I have no clue how phones will be able to use all these fancy keybind stuff. And now we'll get into the visual effects. So your braking effects, which you can enable, disable. I think that's for the glowing hot metal effect. Not so sure about the smokes or smoke. Actually, yeah, it is just the heating metal. Which you can enable it, disable it, depending on if you're like lagging or whatnot. Because everything else, which I don't know why that's a giant decimal. Okay, there we go. Nitrous effects, we don't have that set up yet, so you don't even need to worry about that one. Terrain effects, you can set to local or not available, which pretty much means global means the whole, you see everyone's particle system or particles from the cars. Basically meaning if you're driving near someone, you'll see the particles. Local means you only see yours. NA means you don't see anyone's. If you're on a lower end computer, I highly recommend using local or NA. because particles eat up your CPU big time. I've discovered that the hard way. Terrain sound volume, I have no clue what that does. I'll have to ask Quantum later, or Grumpy Cerebus as he goes by now. You can set all this to local or global, although terrain sounds I don't think you need to do that for, because sounds don't really use that much CPU and whatnot. Tire marks, you may need to, not sure. You can change your audio for how loud the tire screeching is, if you want to kill your ears or if you want to not damage your ears. I don't have much to say about that, because 35 is a pretty decent value for what it's already at. Tire smoke, you can change that as well. Now if my explanation makes no sense to you, just read the help thing, because Grumpy Cerebus set this up so you guys can just read that, and that should answer it. Because I read that one time and I fully understood what it meant. Now for the radio. The radio, since I'm getting asked a lot, you have to have the Game Pass obviously, but you click on this and you paste the ID. The ID you get from, let me go to it. You go to create on the Roblox webpage. You go to create, and my English is horrible today. Anyways, you go to create, and then library, audio. You click on audio sound, and the numbers at the top in your, I might call it the URL bar. You just copy that, paste it into there, and click upload. And I'll show up on here, and I'll show you how to play that after. So now you hit play. Now for those who have the bus Game Pass or any Game Pass card, just click exclusives, and all the cars will be in there, or bus. I'm just gonna call the bus a car, because otherwise I'll sit here for hours trying to fix that. Okay, I guess we all tried spawning at the same time. Try that again. I killed my camera. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Anyways, you hit M to pull up your radio. The cloud icon's for uploading audios, just the same way as I said before. You can click on it to select your songs, if you really want to, or you can use these little arrows, and I'll switch it for you. Volume just increases or decreases how loud your audio is. This right here loops the songs, and you can enable, that's disabled, that's enabled. Autoplay means it'll go through every single song on your playlist if you disable this loop. This, I'm not sure what it does. I need to ask Quantum that, because I don't see what it does. I'm assuming it just plays the music in a random order. I could be wrong. And that's obviously to play the music and disable it. Alright, I'll show you guys some stuff in the, well, there's not very much to show you in the Excel drone, but I'll drive in there and then I'll explain some other things. And let me disable this. It's so loud. It's probably because I have my volume at like, oh, that's why. I have my audio at 58%. Let me fix that. There we go. I was wondering why it was so loud. Anyways, like, drifting, you hit the space bar to drift. I don't know why some people are holding it, because holding it's just gonna make you spin out like that, or slow you down too much. And I can't really drift on here because this area I need to go through and fix it, because it has a sliding issue. It could be from physics delay with all these rocks, or the friction may not just be high enough, I don't know yet. Anyways, some people are complaining about lag up here, so we're going to make a chunk loading system for all these rocks that I spammed, and hopefully that'll fix the lag issues for those on the lower end, computers. And let me concentrate so I don't die on this. Oh, there you go. For the entrance, you need to be going 180 miles per hour, or a little bit faster, give or take. So, anyways, back to this. N is to hide the GUI, like I said earlier, or bring it back up, either one. Why you would hide it when you're racing, I don't know, because that's kind of needed. Now for the questions and stuff that I keep getting. Whoops, let me bring that down. X is to exit your car, but the control thingy will explain all that, so please don't come to me about that, because I literally gave you a whole video on all that. Alright, so I'm gonna climb up here and answer some questions and whatnot. So people have been asking me about the Excel chargers, which that'll be later on once we have the new chassis done, because right now the new chassis is being coded as we speak, or as I do this, which the issue with this chassis is it was coded a year ago, so it's super outdated, it has a lot of issues, it needs to be optimized, and it's just pretty much broken. Give me one moment. And yeah, so that needs to be coded. I'll get more, or go more into detail with that, but the Excel chargers will be added later, just not yet. The wheel power will show the proper symbols. Right now it's just set on the warped realm. It'll be fixed later, don't worry about that. This will be coded later, but can you go in there? No, you cannot. Still need to add the conference room, the lunch room, the Tesla's lab, the team areas, so you can tune your cars, customize them. Everyone's following me. Follow the pumpkin head, I guess. Anyways, tuning your cars, fixing your cars, because your cars will take damage and you need to repair them after each track. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out why there's a random brick just floating over there. I'm gonna need to check that after the video. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, with the cars repairing themselves, let me think a little bit before I just talking non-stop. Pretty much once the new chassis is done, you'll be able to customize your cars from health, armor, which is technically health, acceleration, handling, suspension, camber. You can adjust your abilities a little bit, or the nitrous. Change out your wheels if they're too much or too worn out, damaged, whatever you want to call it. Same thing with the rims. You can customize all that stuff, add skin to cars, change the colors, add new rims, and so forth. And I still have to finish this room, but I didn't get there yet. Anyways, it's actually a good view. Except for why is that transparent up there? Like so many random. Oh, I guess that's just a rendering issue. Anyways, back to what matters. Point system and EXP system will be done with the new chassis. The new chassis is like the key to everything. So I also have to anchor that. Dang it, got sidetracked. Anyways, the chassis right now, it's just so broken, and the new one needs to be done before we do the EXP system, the point system, tuning, Excel chargers, racing system, checkpoints, unless I already said that. Because checkpoints, I know everyone wants them, but we can't really add them yet until the new chassis is done. So you guys are going to have to wait like 2 months, which sucks, I know, but there's nothing we can do about it. And it's really already killing us with everything. I'm trying to think what else I need to answer. If you guys do have any questions though, do post it in the comments below and I'll go through and answer them. Me being player 1 unknown, or Quantum, dang I did it again. Grumpy, Cerbus, or any other developer will answer if I can't, because I'm working on this like almost 14 to 13 hours a day, trying to get new content out, trying to work on new maps, and I don't really have the time. Can I steal his car? No, I cannot. I don't really have the time to go through and answer everyone's comments, which I'm trying to do more and more, but it's just not feasible for me. As for the realms, I don't think I made any comments in this video, so I'll just go through it again if I did. Right now I'm working on the Cavern Realm and Ice Realm, although Ice Realm I'm going to drop and work on the Cosmic Realm because that's easier. I'm going to launch those out to you guys. The reason why it's in this rambunctious order is because I'm going from the easiest realms to make to the hardest realms. Pipe Realm being the hardest, Metro being the second hardest, Swamp Realm being the third hardest, and anything goes in between. But yeah, so easiest realms to hardest realms. That way I'm posting content faster to you guys, and you guys aren't waiting like 3 years for one map. Although it really won't take me that long. It'll take me like, at the most, I'd estimate 3 months, 4 months if I work on it about 14 hours a day and have the scenery guy help me. And that's for like Metro Realm, which Metro Realm is gonna be fully blown and like fancy. AI cars, AI semi-trucks, sweepers, a map bigger than Vehicle Simulator. And I think that's it for that. Now EDR system will be added, but that'll be part of the checkpoint system. And I think that covers everything in this video, unless I missed something. I'm not sure. Let me just think for a minute before I like end the video, realizing I need to explain stuff. Oh yeah, the scenery. So there will be like the lunchroom, Tesla's lab, the team areas, but that's gonna be later on. I can't do that right now because the map is pretty much done in terms of like functionality. It's just all the fine details I gotta add, which I don't have the time to do that because I need to be bringing you guys new content every day almost, or as soon as possible. I think I went over the wheel power not showing the right symbol, so that will work later on, so you guys can like go, oh hey, this realm, I want to skip it so you don't go into it, rather than like just guessing and rip that bus. Anyways, let's see, what else did I not cover? I think that really, oh yeah, how Excel chargers work. So Excel chargers, you can keep them for about a day, maybe 2. I gotta talk to Grumpy Cerbus about that because he's the co-owner of all this. And if they have a Game Pass, I think, which will extend the time by 2 days or 1 more day, that will happen. My wording in that was horrible because I'm doing this without any scripts and it's late at night. Anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, so pretty much if you get all the Excel charges in 1 day or 2 days, if you have all of them, let's just say that, then the ultimate race will open up. This is like 2 years down the road, by the way. This isn't like tomorrow. But anyways, if you beat the ultimate race, you'll have a chance to race one of the developers. We'll get a ping in Discord notifying us, oh hey, so-and-so beat the ultimate race. And then we'll send them an invite to the Acceleron World and race them. And if they beat us, then they'll get the Acceleron roll and the Acceleron suit with the car and a lot of EXP and points. And then I think that's it for right now. I gotta talk to the other developers about what else they want to do for that, because I'm not sure. But yeah, that'll happen. And then there'll be a mode called Nightmare Mode, which will be later on. It'll pretty much be like forced manual gear or 2 times damage or low gravity. Different like fun little events to make the realms more harder, and you'll get more EXP and stuff. But that'll be later down the road as well. And yeah, I think that covers everything. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Cars. No, I'm thinking about that. Cars will be added, I want to say after the new chassis is done, because right now it's just Spinebuster, Iridium, Slingshot, and what's the other car? RD01. And I don't want to add any more cars until the new chassis is done, because I want to have the interiors as well, rather than upload all these cars and have to make interior later. That's really annoying. But hang on. Oh yeah, he just brought up a good point with the 4-wheel drive and everything. All the cars have different stats, which I should mention on now before everyone thinks they're all the same. And each car handles differently, and some cars will be front-wheel drive, or rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. That will be later on once the new chassis is done. And I think we're setting up so you guys can adjust that to whatever you want it to be. So if you want a drifting setup or a power setup or a flying setup, I don't know, whatever you guys want. Use your imaginations. Let's see. I think I said I'm gonna end the video like 5 times now, and I haven't. But I think that does cover everything. If there is a question I didn't answer or that you have, just post in the comments. I'll answer after, because I'm tired right now. It's getting late, and yeah. So I'll end the video here, and I may do another video later about like an update with what's going on, what we have in the works. Although I may do a Twitch stream for that, which for anyone who's in my Discord, which there should be a link in the description below. If not, I'll post in the comments. But you can check my Discord and I'll post, hey, we're going live on Twitch, and you can go watch the dev stream and we'll all be on there and talk about different things we're working on, answering community questions or taking community ideas and seeing, oh hey, can we do this, or oh hey, we can't do this, or we'll think about it and stuff like that. And most importantly though, thank you to those who came and supported the game, because I know it's been forever. As you can see, we were working hard trying to get everything done, but it's just very time consuming. Plus with some of us in college and other of us like doing 5 different jobs at once, it's not an easy task at all. Like the Exceldrome took me 4 months to make. This loop thingy mabob, whatever you want to call it, twisting loops of death, because I know it's still finicky, but that took me a solid month to make. So you kind of get the idea just from that on how long a realm takes and how long all these details take and these vehicles. Which some of the cars will be upgraded or updated, I mean, because I know they're kind of like crappy placeholders. Where's the other bus? Anyways, I think I've said anyways like 25,000 times now. But moving along, I think that does cover everything. Although, I don't really want to say this, but I probably will anyways. But I may open up job offers for a texturer, a 3D modeler, voice actors, and stuff like that, because I really do need some. I gotta screenshot this to Quantum, because that's wrong. Anyways, so yeah, if you do have like a portfolio or anything, and you're interested in working for us, you can like post it on my Discord, or DM me on Discord about it, and I'll take a look and see if you can be hired, because you'll be paid for what you do. We'll have contracts. You'll work for Gamers Reality Studios, which is what we go by now. And yeah. Now I'll end the video though, because I literally don't have anything else to say, and I can't think of anything else. So yeah, thanks to those who came and supported the game, and I'll see you guys next time.